Hi everybody, this is another video on coming out. I can't come out to my parents or guardians. Whom should I tell? If not your parents or guardians, tell only those people whom you want to know and whom you have reason to trust. Coming out isn't something that you do once and then it's over. You have to keep coming out over and over again to all your family members, to your friends, depending on your comfortability. I hope someday that we will live in a world when we don't have to come out. That it'd be 100% okay to be who you are. But at this point in time, you have to come out depending on if you feel comfortable or not. If you are transgender or gender non-conforming, some people, including your teachers, principal, and classmates, might be uncomfortable with how you publicly express yourself, especially if it challenges people's sense of how they believe women and men are supposed to dress and act. How you express your gender is something to think about. Discuss with people who you trust and evaluate in terms of your safety and what kind of community you have to support you. It's all about safety. We are back to the safety stuff. The people you tell first should be the ones you trust the most. You need to be able to trust them not to hurt you, to accept you for who you are, and to respect your privacy and not tell anyone you don't want told. Think about what you could lose by telling a particular person. If it's a friend, are they likely to withdraw from you? Would they tell other kids at school? What would happen if they did? Do you have support system to help you if this is the case? Having a strong support network is critical as you start the coming out process. Including your local PFLAG chapter are a great place to start. Think also about what you could lose by not telling a particular person. Is your relationship with your friend strained because you're keeping a secret from them? Would you be closer with them and be able to get more support from them if they understood why you were acting withdrawn? It's like, sometimes in the friendship, when you come out to them, they either withdraw from the friendship, they don't want to be your friend anymore, they're uncomfortable being your friend, or they would just feel closer to you, just like in a family. And I know when I had a friend who came out to me, that he was transgender, and I always knew him as a she. Yeah, it took me a while for me to actually use his correct pronouns and use his correct name. But I felt like I got closer to him than I ever was. I mean, I shared my own problems with him too. That's how close I became. Because I'm very open-minded and accepting person. Think about what kinds of things you have been able to share with them in the past and how they have reacted. If you want to come out to someone in particular and you aren't sure how they'll react, try to feel them out first. You could get them talking about a current event, book, or a movie or TV show about people who are LGBTQ. Like, for instance, Orange is the New Black. I love that show, by the way. But you can talk about Orange is the New Black if anyone likes Orange is the New Black. Keep in mind, though, that someone's reaction to an LGBTQ person in a movie might not be the same as it would be if that person were their sibling or their friend. And it can work both ways. People might seem either more or less prejudiced in a hypothetical or fictional situation than they would when responding to someone close to them. For example, because homophobia and transphobia are so common, a friend or a loved one might, without thinking, joke about an LGBTQ character in a movie, or might do so because they think you expect that, but show far more thoughtfulness and a desire to understand when responding to your coming out. On the other hand, friends and loved ones who seemed accepting of LGBTQ characters in the media might be far less accepting of someone close to them who identifies as LGBTQ. So you just don't know. It just depends. So you can't always rely on what they watch in the media or what they read in a book. To get a sense of how someone might react to your being LGBTQ, try to keep your questions specific, personal, and thought-provoking. If for example, you have a friend who have an older brother off at a college or in the military, you could say something like, I've been reading about gay-straight alliances on college campuses, or I've been reading about marriage equality for people who are gay and lesbian. Would you be upset if your brother came out home and told you he was gay? Your friend might even surprise you and answer, my brother is gay. You just don't know. I hope that helps. Bye, everybody.